Everywhere, why not talk about it?
It's Saturday. It was such a long week. Tuesday was Halloween. What did you do for Halloween?
So like, before Halloween actually, so at work we had a trick or eat. So we had to go door to door for one of our services at the Student Federation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the food bank, pretty much. We're just collecting cans and goods in different neighborhoods. So that didn't go too well because we had to end up going to Food Basic and buying cans and goods.
No.
But it's okay because I would say a lot of other people did the same thing. It's just that we don't have proof. But that's just my personal opinion. But other than that, that's what we did the day before Halloween. Halloween, I mean, I'm old now. My nephew's far away, so I can't get him for that one day to go get candy. So I was trying to audition for different kids, like in the neighborhood or like different kids in the family. That didn't work out, so I didn't do anything for Halloween. I just watched my basketball and I chilled and I worked out. What did you do?
I was giving out candy for Halloween as the 5-time Women Raw champion, Sasha Banks.
She's a 5-time champion.
5-time. I had the
Holy
purple
smokes.
wig. I had the WWE belt. Well, it was NXT. It's all I could find. And like, they sell them at Toys R Us. And it's like $130 for the belt. So I was like, no, I'm just going to get the NXT belt. She was at NXT 1, so I got that.
Okay.
And yeah, I had the costume. I did a little video redoing her entrance with the music and all that. It was so much fun. I felt fabulous.
We gotta tell my brother that the reason why you can't give him the belt is because it's actually expensive. He was like, yo, tell Cassie to give me the belt. I'm like, yo, I don't think that belt
Well, the belt I got was a little cheaper. Like the NXT belt was like $30 versus the WWE belt, which was like $129.99. I was like, no way, I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that. But I got the shades, the purple wig, the shirt,
the whole attire.
Yeah, it was fun. And we gave out candy. I feel like this year kids did not come as much. I think it's because it was really cold. And like by the time they did the few houses they did, it was too cold for them to continue, so they went back home. Last year, my sister and I put together 150 candy bags. And like our candy bags are bomb. Like it's like kids literally feel when I drop that bag in their bag, you feel the bag go like boom, like this. Okay, like that's our candy bags for you. We did 150. This year we gave 70 candy bags. So last year, 150 candy bags was not enough.
So you have a lot of candy left.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of candy left.
Making a trip to the household. I'm making a trip to the household.
Yeah, so that was my Halloween. I mean, at my work, no one did anything special.
Did anybody dress up?
No. People in my building, I work in a government building, a lot of them dressed up. That's Starbucks. I work at the Starbucks, there's on Slater. Like I walk in that morning and like all these adults were dressed in like dragons, Vikings. They went to the whole 9 yards. Like it was. I wore my WWE shirt though. I wore part of my costume.
I like that.
Yeah.
So episode 19, let's get it started, Cassie.
Yes. As earlier this week, I made a status about Haitian food. So I think that, and a lot of people disagree with me, that my moulu is the best Haitian dish ever. And I think it is. It's not as boring as like rice, you know. How can I explain what my moulu is? It's like how do you explain the
It's mushy and yellow.
No, so in French it's a fécule de maïs.
Can somebody
like
get us the English
it's like these small grains.
It's like corn something.
Corn, yeah, it's corn something. And like it's not mushy, it's smaller than rice. It's super small. And you eat it with bean sauce and with meat. And it's like the best thing ever. It's super healthy for you. I love it. Healthy. And everyone commented on it saying I don't know what I'm talking about, it's not good. And people challenged me, to talk about this today. And I have to disagree with a lot of you people. I think it's bomb.
I mean, I don't think you really eat maïmoune with meat. I don't think you're supposed to.
Yeah, you do.
First of all, like, let's break it down, okay? Like, when you cook it, the thing is hot. So, like, you have to eat it when it's boiling hot. You can't eat it when it's boiling hot, because when it gets cold, you can't eat it as well. Because when it's cold, it's just like, it's almost like you're eating, like, oatmeal, like grainy oatmeal. Like, expired oatmeal.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, that's number one. Number two, if it was really bomb, you could just eat it like that.
You can eat it just like that.
See, rice, you can eat it just like that.
No, man, you can eat like that too.
I disagree.
No, I agree.
Because you have to, first of all, and you said healthy, it's not healthy because you have to put sauce on it. A lot of sauce.
Yo, I drown my maimulu in bean sauce and like meat. I drown that. Like you can't even see the maimulu in my bowl.
See, I think the best Haitian dish ever created is a traditional one. It's, you know, dricole and griot. Call it a day.
That's fine. I just think maimulu is the best. That's
how.
It's just it tastes good when you put the sauce. Even when you eat without sauce, just maimulu and meat. That's good.
So you eat it. You never like put it in like you burned your lip. You know how many times I burned my lip?
No, you can wait for it to kind of like simmer down, not get cooler. You can wait for it to be like manageable, like eatable. You don't have to eat it like boiling hot. What happens is when you refrigerate it, because you refrigerate your food, it becomes like harder. So when you microwave it, if you microwave it in that shape, it'll stay in that shape. But you have to you cut your piece, you cut them in small pieces, and then you eat it.
She knows how my moulin one-on-one.
Yes, and then it kind of goes back to, it kind of looks like when you first made it. But if you heat it up in the shape it is in the fridge, then it's gonna stay like that.
Okay. Cassie, that's your favorite dish. I'll go with mine. My favorite dish is dricole with, you know, griot, pickles, or just, you know, plain chicken. Mm-hmm. And that's that. And I think that dish is the best thing ever because Haitian rice is something that I don't think a lot of people understand. Haitians are known for the rice, just the way the rice is constructed. And I say constructed because there's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like any type of rice. Not taking away from any other, you know, cultural food, cuisine, rice, whatever it may be. It's just, I'm telling you, if I was a Haitian, I'd want Haitian rice. You know, I could have been Chinese, I'd be like, I want Haitian rice. I could have been, you know, wherever I'm from, like Haitian rice is legit. We're not known more for our meat, but more for our rice. Like, we have like 4 or 5 different types of rice. Yeah. I lose counts, you know. We got the dricole one, we got the white rice.
John.
We got the John rice. See, you see John rice? You know, just by the name itself, John. Like John rice. Yo, to all my people in Japan that don't know this, John rice can change your life. You feel me? John rice. Google John rice.
That's DJON.
And if you guys want me to give it with the Haitian accent, John rice.
Yeah.
You know, John. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, you know? Like, I'm telling you, for people that are not familiar with Haitian food, it's okay, but like, I'm telling you, Haitian food can change your life. People like to say it's almost close to Jamaican food.
No, I don't think so.
I love my Jamaican people and everything like that, but I must say, like, we got better rice. Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything else about the chicken, because that oxtail, the truth, with the gravy. You ever had oxtail with gravy?
No. What is? I don't get what oxtail is.
Oxtail is like ox meat.
What is that animal?
It's like what's an ox in French? Oh my god, it's about bison.
Yeah, it's something like bison.
No, je dis. I said the same thing.
Isn't it more
No, it tastes like goat. It tastes like goat.
I'll give that to you. It tastes like goat a bit. Isn't that more like fat than meat though? Is it more like?
It's more meat. It's just there's a lot of bones, right?
I thought that oxtail was more fat than meat.
No, it's more meat. Just there's a bone. But yeah, no, like Haitian food. I'm telling you. But yeah, nonetheless, what are your favorite dishes?
Yeah, I want to know.
Actually, favorite Haitian dish, because that's the real topic. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want to know. You know what I'm saying? And if you ever if you never tasted Haitian food, make sure to taste it. Typically, check them out. You know
their Facebook page.
Only $10 for bomb ass Haitian rice.
And they deliver all over Ottawa, which is pretty cool. No other Haitian restaurant in Ottawa does that. So, and it's really cheap, $10. And it's you get like a big platter, and you get a lot of rice, you get a lot of meat, you get a lot of whatever it is you order. They give you a lot of it. They don't rip you off. They're really good.
And you can get that John rice too.
Now, before we move to anything else, I want to go back to Halloween. A lot of celebrities dressed up as celebrities this year. I think she dressed up as like so many celebrities. She did Cher, she did Selena.
When did she have the time?
I don't know, man. I don't know, who else did she do? Aaliyah, Madonna, Courtney. So when she did Madonna, Courtney did Michael Jackson because they went to award show together. Wendy Williams. Well, Wendy Williams did not do a celebrity. She did a statue. She did the Statue of Liberty, and she had an incident on Halloween Day where it was towards the end of the show, 12 minutes left, and she was about to get into what they do for Halloween is like a fashion show, the best costumes, and people from the selected people from the crowd go and like model, and there's a winner and all that. She's about to get into it, and she fumbled and fell. And what happened is she fainted. And at the end, they figured out that she was, she's an older woman. She's running out of a lot of things. And one of those things were electrolytes. So she had to drink a lot of Gatorade. She was dehydrated. But a lot of people took that incident and made jokes around it because Wendy is known for making fun of people on a regular. Every day she's talking, smack about someone different every day. And so people decided to take that opportunity and use it as a joke, and
I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest, right? Like she could have got hurt. God forbid something bad could have happened.
Because she's old, older people, when they fall, they can easily break something, and she, luckily for her, the way she fell on her butt first, and then she fell like on her head. So I mean, it could have been head first, right? It could have been like straight. And she's tall. She's a tall woman. Yeah. She's a tall woman.
Built very differently. You know what I mean? But I would say in one instance I'm okay with the jokes, just because I'm a firm believer, like in terms of society we kind of got a bit too sensitive in terms of like what we say, what we do, and then I feel like that's the only place we can somewhat crack jokes in situations like this, where I think it's still a bit, touchy, but I get it, right? It's not really offensive in terms of you're hurting somebody's feelings.
Yeah.
Because it's more directed to that one person, so that person that actually lived that incident is that one person that it should affect, and not like, for example, it's a bad joke that can that can affect different millions of people around the world. So I don't know how I feel about it, because once, like, at times I'm like, man, the internet's so disrespectful. Like, she could have, God forbid something happened.
She could have hurt herself.
And then at the other time, I'm like, man, like, as a society, we're not that soft still.
Yeah.
Because we can't talk about anything. Like, we can barely say anything nowadays. So I feel like, hey, we could point jabs at that. You know what I'm saying? It's an incident. I mean, listen, like, as bad as it may sound, I kind of laughed. At the 50 Cent one.
I mean, when they took that video, they did Big Shots. They did Big Shoot, so she like fell on Big Shot's music, and her movements go with the beat too,
They're so cold for that. They slowed up the beat. They edited it so like, who had the time?
But you know what? She didn't let that bother her. At the end of the day, she said, all the haters that commented, you made me more famous. So that's what she said.
Well, you know what? At the end of the day, I don't even think it's hate. I just think it's appreciation of a situation, right? Like, nowadays, anything can get memed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like, hey, listen, as a society, we can't talk about anything not everything like we could used to back in the day. But this is something I get it.
Yeah.
I think it should stay like that, because hey, like, you do something wrong, or like you do a weird face and you're a celebrity, that's a meme. you know? So embrace it. That's the only time you can actually connect with your fans. And you know who embraced that the most? Drake. Drake's the real reason why memes exist, I find.
You think so?
You remember back in Pop Died, back in 2011, 2010, when he wore the baseball jersey and everybody was making fun of him for wearing that baseball jersey? So this is at the time where Michael Jordan got elected into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and then the crying Jordan face meme.
Oh.
And then after that, Drake's baseball outfit meme came, and Drake's team were pushing that outfit out. Heavy. So like, I think it's a great marketing scheme too. Okay. So like, being on memes is actually not that bad.
Alright, well maybe that will give me a push one day. Maybe someone will make a meme about me.
There we go.
Well, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we will be back with our guest for today.
Omari Mids.
Are we saying that right?
Yeah.
I like that.
We are back. That was our interview with Omari Mids, local artist from Ottawa. Very, very, very good interview.
Very, very good
interview. That was cool. It felt like normally, like obviously you learn from people when you talk to them and stuff, but it was it felt different.
Very humble guy. Very genuine.
Yeah.
He's very laid back, relaxed.
And he's not from Ottawa, but he like praises the culture.
Yeah.
And like I found that really cool. It was really cool interview.
You would think he was born and raised here. Like,
yeah. That's why, like,
raised.
before we went on air, he was telling us he's actually not from Ottawa. He's from, Mississauga, I think he said. He came here for school. And then that's why I had no idea. I wasn't sure. Do I say Ottawa? He's an Ottawa artist. Do I say? And then he's like, yeah, you can say Ottawa artist. So that's pretty. I don't know.
I feel like if you live somewhere for more than like 4 or 5 years, even though you're not from there, it becomes your city, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? And then somewhere else just becomes your hometown. So I think that's how it is.
So he said November 15. I don't know when that is.
It's on a Wednesday.
It's in 2 weeks. I think it's in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks on
It's a Wednesday, November 15. He is going to be at People Nightclub for Express Yourself. I think Enoch is, we've interviewed him. I wasn't here, but we interviewed him early in July. Reggie Cash had the opportunity to sit with him, and he's the one who kind of put that together, right? Who started Express Yourself. And so November 15, I'm not sure what time it is. Have you ever been to that?
I've never been to Express Yourself.
I think it usually starts around like...
It starts late.
It starts late, yeah.
I try to like get my sleep for the week.
I know.
Like, it's tough, you know?
I know it's tough. I'll try to go because he did invite us. So I'll try to go see it. But for you guys, November 15, Express Yourself, People Nightclub. Omari Mids will be performing there. He'll be performing a song. Now, back to the podcast. It's November. November is a month dedicated to something else, just like October is dedicated to breast cancer. November is dedicated to a disease that is kind of like a silent killer for men. Men can catch it if they're not careful, and it's called prostate cancer. And basically, the month of November, people know the Movember movement, where November 1st, everyone gets that clean shave, cut the mustache, cut the beard, everything, and the entire month they grow it. Some men grow large beards and mustaches, and all of it is done to get donations, because for prostate cancer, just like breast cancer, there's not a lot of research. Not that there's not a lot of research, but not a lot of information as to what exactly is at the root of this problem. We just know, just like any other cancer, it's a gland that overproduces cells that is basically cancer for you. But like, there's not that much information available on what that is exactly and how to find cures, what we could do to prevent it, that kind of stuff. So they're saying that, I found this information, by the way, you can find the information on prostatecancer.ca or ca.movember.com. And basically, prostate cancer is the second most common cancer in men worldwide. So a lot of men across the world get it. But men of African or Caribbean descent and men with a history of prostate cancer are 2.5 more at risk of getting it. So catch that, Caribbean men, Reggie.
I know.
So get yourself checked.
Isn't that at 40 though?
Yeah, so I'll get to that. So, well, basically, yeah, they're saying at 50, definitely talk to your doctor. When you're 40, if you can't, but when you're 40, it's the African men, Caribbean men, and men with history. You should try to go earlier, so in your 40s, and then everyone else should at least go in their 50s. So the prostate, only men have the gland. It's the size of a walnut. It's really small. And it grows with age. So it's normal with age it grows. But for some people, it grows too much. The cancer happens when the cells in the prostate reproduce too fast. So your cells reproduce, but it reproduces too fast. So it's out of control. And some signs and symptoms to that, so you can try to catch it earlier, is the need to go to the washroom way too much, and at night. So if you feel at night you go pee often, that's a sign, or could be a sign. Difficulty to pee or holding it back, weak or interrupted flow of urine, painful or burning urination, painful ejaculation, blood in urine or semen, frequent pain or stiffness in the lower back, hips, or upper thighs. So that's unrelated to the whole area. I'm going to repeat that. Frequent pain or stiffness in the lower back, hips, or upper thighs. So those are some symptoms. Obviously, like if you go tonight and you have one of these, that doesn't mean that you have prostate cancer. I'm just saying those are things to look out for, especially for older men. Those are things that you should keep tabs on. They do say that even though it's not men within their 40s or 50s that catch it, you can catch it at an earlier age. It's possible. So definitely keep an eye out for those. But this week, the Ottawa Business Journal basically published an event that happened in Ottawa on November 1st. There's a barbershop in the Glebe called the Capital Barbershop. And they basically kicked off Movember by hosting this huge like men gathering, coming in to get their shaves and, you know, to promote the prostate cancer, the issues, and promote, you know, the cause. And they got together, made donations, and politicians went, athletes, the Ottawa Red Blacks went, a lot of people went to that. They have a clip, the article is on Facebook. But something that you might not realize, Reggie, is that, I don't know if you remember EJ the barber.
Yeah, Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus. That's where he works. And that's where, you know, that event was held. They did a huge article about it. I think it's a really cool thing what they're doing. You can see in the video that it was a packed house. They were busy. You can see EJ the barber walking around, like running. It looked like a really cool thing. And so EJ the barber is friend to the Power Circle. So on Instagram, you can actually check out his work. He's really good. It's ej.the.barber. In brackets, Marcus. So you can find him on Instagram. Check it out. He does really good work, guys. So definitely make sure you go to Capital Barbershop and see what Movember is about, because I think this will be an ongoing thing for them.
That was great, Cassie.
Yeah, it's a lot of information. I know that it's a lot of information, but I really wanted to actually give you guys all the symptoms, because I didn't want to give you 3 and there's like a list of 10. I wanted to say all of it. And I think it's important for people to promote these diseases more, because the less we talk about it, the less people know about it, the more at risk people are. And I just thought that it would be cool that we mention it. So a lot of this information can be found on prostatecancer.ca or ca.movember.com. And Capital Barbershop is at 590 Bank Street in the Glebe in the city.
And also just any men with, I would say, a nice, remarkable story, whatever the case may be, please share it with us. Anything you guys want to talk about, just regarding any history with cancer, somebody you know that had cancer, cancer survivors, whatever it may be, and you feel comfortable to talk about us, let us know, and we'll gladly share your story.
Yeah, we'd love to. Now, for our next, how are we doing for time?
Murder.
Okay, all right. So what was your impression of this week's episode?
Let me tell you, you know who's dead? You know who's dead?
Who's dead?
It's either Dominic or Laurel's dad.
Dominic or Laurel's dad?
If it's not them two, then it's the girl that has a thing for Michaela low key.
Okay, do you mean
her boss?
Who would have killed?
So what I think what have happened is that Asher is kind of a bit nuts right now.
Yes.
Because I think, does he know, if I remember correctly, he knows that Laurel's dad killed Wes.
I think he knows now, because he saw it on the video.
And he wants to avenge that. So I think Annalise is going to now find out that Laurel's dad killed Wes. So that's the whole situation now, right? Because he killed Wes because Wes could have been detrimental to his company, and how he told Laurel, you're gonna be filthy rich, and all that stuff. So he eliminated Wes for that, because Wes was gonna go get immunity. So now the show's at a point right now where it's like, okay, Asher's in jail because he either did the crime or he was associated with the crime. And when I say associated, really that means he was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
So I'm not too sure exactly what's going on. As well as that, Bonnie's obsessed with Annalise. I think she's in love with her.
Well, yeah, and she did say it.
Like, completely in love.
She's in love with
So
Annalise.
I'm also starting to think that maybe Bonnie paid Frank to do the hit on Annalise to get rid of her baby, because she wanted to be with Annalise.
Wait, So Bonnie would have given money to Frank to do what?
So you know how Frank in I think season 2,
Yeah.
they think the girl, like that random girl he met at the bar. I don't know if you remember, but anyhow, she offered him a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
So we don't know why exactly, like the reasons why, but then Annalise gets into the car accident.
Oh, you mean Annalise's accident?
Yes,
okay,
correct.
Yeah, okay.
So now we're trying to figure out exactly, did Bonnie orchestrate it? And as well as that, the psychiatrist, Denver, I'm starting to think that...
No,
what's
Isaac,
his name? Isaac. I'm starting to think that Isaac might be either Rebecca's dad or the other girl that died.
Who's the other girl that died?
Oh my goodness. The girl that I think Asher killed.
Asher?
That Asher raped. The gang raped.
Oh, that's...
I don't remember. No, wasn't she not blonde? Because he did lose a daughter, though.
He did lose a daughter.
So I'm starting to put 2 and 2 together. Maybe Isaac is the dad of one of the
So
daughters.
do you think Isaac is trying to get from Annalise or Bonnie that
I think so.
if Rebecca is his daughter, that Rebecca was
Yes.
killed by
By them. Yeah.
How did I would have never thought of that? I would have
I've been
because
thinking
why
about
is that relevant?
Because
why
they
is
showed him watching the video.
I know that's what I'm saying. Why was that clip relevant? Like, why are they showing this to us? Why do we care?
And that's the
like,
only reason. I'm like, if they're showing us the daughter, that means the daughter has a reason in the show.
That's true.
And Annalise at the end in the blood, like she's taking a shower, like she's water is like, what is that? Like, do we think Annalise? So would that be Annalise involved in why Laurel loses her baby in the end?
What
I don't get that.
So this is what I think. What I think is that there has to something happened at that law firm where Michaela.
Yeah, the law firm got on lockdown because something happened there. There was an incident that happened there.
So I think either like Frank or somebody got confronted, and it completely exploded. Now we just don't know what's going on with Connor, and what's crazy is we're only 6 episodes in.
Yeah.
Take this in. Last year, How to Get Away with Murder, like for the fall break, they had 13 episodes. I think 10, around that 10. We're at episode 6, we're on 7. So next week, this week coming up, I would say, then we have one more episode, so 8 episodes.
Wait, this season has 8 episodes?
Well, for the winter break. Yeah, the fall finale is in 2 weeks. Not this week, but next week.
Ralph says, haven't watched last episode, don't spoil it. Next subject.
Alright, so with that being said...
Okay, we'll pass. But it was a good episode. But Ralph, you need to watch these every Thursday because we will talk about it on Saturdays. You know, it's hard to not talk about it. It's hard not to talk about it.
Et puis that's it.
So what else do we want to talk about?
Angelina.
So Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez are back together.
That's the name? Jelena?
Justin, Selena. So they're back together. So we all know Justin and Selena were together for a while back, and then The Weeknd and Selena got together, and now they're broken up, and Selena's back with Justin Bieber. And basically, The Weeknd is the one who broke off the relationship. And
as he should.
But what happens is, I think they were really cute together, but what happens is apparently their schedules were just not working.
But Selena and Justin's schedule
I know. So what happens is, Selena went through her kidney problems, her operation and all that, and that's when she's not really seeing The Weeknd. She's vulnerable. Justin Bieber kind of slid in there and kind of talked to her, and that's how he reeled her back in. Tamara, I'm gonna get your comment after. So he basically saw an opportunity, seized it, and now they're back together. The Weeknd apparently never trusted Justin Bieber, they have had musical beef. I have never heard of this before. I read it this morning. So apparently there are some songs where The Weeknd threw some jabs to Justin Bieber, and Justin Bieber, I think, responded once in another song. Like, they threw jabs at each other, and apparently the fans are saying that The Weeknd won that war. Really? Obviously, right? Because he ended up with Selena. But Justin Bieber did say, after he came out publicly, and did say, I don't believe their relationship is going to last. And it actually did not last. But yeah, they've been seen out together. They've gone on a couple dates. This morning I read that she was trying to secretly go to church. Like she was trying to like hide herself from paparazzi. She's going to church this morning. I don't know if this relationship is gonna last, because this is like I think it's like a rebound. Like Justin just happened to be available in a moment where she was vulnerable twice, right? She's not seeing her actual boyfriend and she's sick. So I just think that it's a rebound situation. They might last a year, but like I don't think that they're gonna end up. It's not gonna be a lifetime thing.
So how are they gonna say The Weeknd won the musical beef?
No, like The Weeknd wrote songs. There's one that he wrote that's Nav is featured on, and like he just says things. Like one song, I forget what it's called, but he said like he was talking about Justin Bieber, how like I'm worth more than winning teen choices, like that kind of stuff. Like he throws jabs in that sense, and like some of the things he says are very explicit. But apparently The Weeknd is the one who said the stronger things in his music.
Well, I mean, I'll say, and I'll be controversial in the power struggle because I'll always be controversial. Justin Bieber's a bigger star than The Weeknd.
You think so?
100%. 100% on every level.
Oh, yeah.
Old Bieber, young Bieber, don't matter how you can categorize it. I like The Weeknd's music a lot. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, Weeknd's hits are not that great. Like his hits, like I'm talking about his hits. Not when he first came out, when he was all talking about drugs. I'm talking about like the pop hits. They're good songs, but like, let's compare like, I don't know, I can't feel my face or whatever.
Yeah, I can't feel my face.
Let's compare that to say Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry's a way better song. It's a way better song.
Yeah.
That's okay. Or Know Yourself. Love Yourself. Love Yourself.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, Love Yourself. It's better than any Weeknd single. I don't care. And I'm not saying Weeknd singles are not great. I'm just saying Bieber got those. I don't know who's writing for Bieber, Ed Sheeran, but that grown Bieber sounds nice, man.
Yeah.
Like he's like, it's not the same Bieber. And just to go back on the topic, I mean like, he obviously loves Selena. Like he really did. I can't believe I'm talking about this. Like I know them, but like this is what I'm paid to do and what I gotta do. He does appreciate Selena. I think he was the best fit for Selena, especially in her time of need. But even if they don't last, yeah. I do think that's what she needs right now. The Weeknd's on hella drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there you go. Like you just ruined it for us. If we ever wanted to interview The Weeknd, we won't get it.
I mean, I love The Weeknd and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like Weeknd, I love you, broski. It's just being real. You know, it's radio. Like you can take it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? And it's my show. It's Cassie's show, and we say what we want to say. So I'm just being real. I'm gonna be real. You know.
Well. Anyways,
but please, like, come to the show. Like, just listen. Like, if it comes to Justin Bieber, like, it's just a moment. I'm just talking facts, okay? Like, don't take it personal. Okay.
Well, before we end this, Selena's family is not a fan of Justin Bieber. They blame Justin Bieber for her entry into rehab. They're saying that she is serious damage to her emotional, to her.
Didn't she dump him?
Well, yeah, but that doesn't. Yeah, so if she dumped him, it's pressure on the family. It's pressure from the family, but they strongly believe that Justin Bieber is not healthy for her.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's Justin and Selena. I'm not a fan of the relationship. Selena, I don't get what you're doing.
Selena.
But I mean, I don't believe in going back to exes because that doesn't work. We all know that doesn't work.
It does not work.
So yeah, and quickly, Tamara believes that Frank got paid by the family of the people that Annalise was defending, that we saw in the flashbacks last season. Bonnie wasn't even in the picture then.
Yeah, that's when Frank killed the Mahoney in front of Wes.
Right.
Just remember, Bonnie has something planned.
Yeah, Bonnie has something.
Trust me.
She has something. But that was it for the Jelena. We will be back in a few minutes. Talk to you soon. And we're back with our relationship topic of the week. How did your first boyfriend or girlfriend ask you out? Are there standards?
Well, I mean, the way I asked my shorty out was really, I would say, politically correct. I think I was really upfront. I think I did everything as I should have done in our generation. So I'll go ahead and say it. I was like, listen, like, I think you cute with it, and I think we should go to the movies. That was it. Mm-hmm. Nothing more, nothing less. We went to the movies, and then I picked her a bit. I kind of like, I threw some like confusion at her, and guys throw confusion at girls. So like at one moment I would like say, yo, you're amazing, you're the one, you're special, you're cute, and then another instance I wouldn't even acknowledge her presence, just to like show her like, you know what I mean, just to show her like, hey, like, like don't get too comfy with it yet, you know what I mean?
Oh my
And then after that, pretty much we just clicked, and then we kept seeing each other, and then we became exclusive, like, yo, I wish I could have something for freaking Romina. There we go. Jeez. Romina. Jeez.
What was the question?
How did your first boyfriend, girlfriend ask you out?
Serena was your first girlfriend?
Oh, first. First. I hear you. First. Oh, that's a different conversation now. I like Romina though. This just got real. When we say first, like 6th grade or like
just the first one,
like
the first official thing.
Oh gosh, I gotta go back to that story and like just relive it.
Just real quick.
Okay, it was funny. I think I was in competition to actually get the shorty I wanted at that time, my first girlfriend, my first real thing. Like, I'm trying to pinpoint, like, first, because now I don't know which one was the real first. Is it, like, the one that, like, lasted longest?
The first real where you felt this was my first real relationship.
Jeez. If this was, like, 3 years ago, I wouldn't be able to talk about this, because I was going through a bad breakup. But now I'm good. I'm over it. I heard somebody, I think that was Sabrina being frustrated with me. but yeah. The first one was, okay. So the first one was in high school, and I had saw her play volleyball the first time, and I was like, okay, who's that? So then I started coming to school early, and just really studying, what time she'll go to her locker, and like, just pop up at random times, and I don't think she understood that I was following her schedule more, and I was always late for my classes in high school. But so I kept seeing her in the morning, and then one day I had the confidence to go up to her and say, hey, hi, and I was like, hi, what's up? And then she's like, hi, and I'm like, I think I know who you are. And I'm, me too, I think I know who you are. And I was like, you're so and so. She's like, you're so and so. It's like, yeah. So pretty much, kept, studying her movements, her patterns. Oh my God, it feels so bad. Like, this is like a project that I'm like observing or something. But I had one of my boys that was her locker buddy. So I would make sure he would text me every time she went to her locker, so I could just pinpoint. Or even then, I would be like, hey, ask her this specific question for me. Like, does she have like a spare? So at times she would have a spare. I don't know if y'all remember y'all spares, but like, she would have a spare, and I would just go into the library pretending I didn't know she was there. Like classic guy move, get into it. Oh, hi, what's up? So, the way I went about to ask her how it was, I was like, listen, like, I think we've been talking for a while. I think it'd be dope if we like just go outside of school. Like in high school that was a big deal, Like outside of school, it's like, no way, like I'm gonna see you on a Saturday. Like, that's how you see it though. Like, you're 17, like, no way, I'm about to see you on a Saturday. Like, low key. And then I asked her out, and I think it was during Christmas time.
Okay.
No. Yeah, it was during Christmas time actually. It took me 4 months to ask her out.
Oh, well, which is normal.
Like, literally 4 months. So, literally talking, bear talking. And then I asked her out, and then I went to go take Christmas pictures with my brother at the time. Yeah, went to go take Christmas pictures, and then she said yes. and then that's pretty much that. I think there's not really like standards. Of course, respect the person that you're gonna ask out, as well as that you wanna somewhat be creative.
Yeah.
In terms of where you want to ask out, because I also consider where the date is at standards. Like you're not gonna bring a girl to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like that's rude, that's disrespectful, and that's also disrespecting your own name. Like fine, like McDonald's after the club, that's acceptable.
Yeah.
Like me and Ramina, that's our thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we go to McDonald's. I'll tell you which one too. The one on Bronson. That's our spot. That's our spot. We fight hobos, but that's our spot.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? The one on Bronson. Big shout out to that one. And that's pretty much how I went about it. It almost ended bad for me because she almost said no.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, she almost said no because I was in competition with this other dude. But sadly he was playing too much NBA 2K.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, guys, don't play too much video games. You might lose a girl that you really like, you know. So just FYI, and to all our viewers around the world, wherever you are, whatever games you like playing, you know what I'm saying, don't do it, okay? Like focus on the prize. Your turn.
Well, my first real thing, I actually popped the question.
Oh.
Because he took way too long to ask it. Like 6 months later, I'm like, okay, we're together all the time, like we're super public, like why aren't you making this official? So I asked him, we were at my house and I was like, so we've been together for 6 months and like we kind of act like boyfriend and girlfriend but we're not officially, so can I be your girlfriend? And that's pretty much how it went, and he said yes. I think he was just really shy because he was a shy guy, he had that in him. So that's how I did it. But my most recent, and that was like years ago, like that was like college. I was in college. So that was like 2010-ish. And now it's 2017 and I'm with someone new. And he basically made me wait a long time to ask me to be his girlfriend because he knew that's what I wanted. And so like he wanted the question to come out of nowhere. So.
I got your name, Sabasa.
Okay.
Sabasa.
Oh, okay. So anyway, we've been together for 2 years now.
Oh my goodness.
It's been 2 years since we
2 years.
started dating. But so first year he doesn't ask me, and we're still dating, but doesn't ask me the question. Sometime this summer he asked me, and basically how it went is that we hung out, we went to a restaurant, and we're just waiting for our food, and he's like, yeah, so I think we should do this. And I'm sitting there eating whatever appetizers we're eating, and he says that, and I'm like, okay. And he's like, no, I'm serious, I think we should do this. And I'm like, don't play with my feelings right now. Don't play with my feelings. What do you mean you think we should do this? And he's like, I think we should make it official. And I died. I was like, oh my god, like seriously, please don't tell me this is not a joke because you know I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this forever. And he's like, no, not playing. But that's how he made it official. It came out of nowhere. That's what he wanted. That's how he is. Just because I asked, like if I tell him like, I want to, like if I tell him I want, like I'm just saying this, okay? If I want like in 2 years we have to be married, like it won't be in 2 years. Like it's not, he won't make me wait forever, but at the end of the second year, like December 31st, like it won't happen. Like it's going to happen when he feels like it's that moment where I'm not thinking about it. Like I cannot be thinking about it. He wants to catch me, like it has to be a surprise. Like he's gonna get a reaction out of it.
I feel like you might just get married soon though.
Anyway.
I think you might just get married soon. Serious wedding about to come out. I'm the host, just so you know.
You're competitioning with my dad here.
He's gonna host?
I don't know, but I feel like
but he's gonna be next to you, he's gonna be emotional.
What?
He's gonna be emotional.
What? I feel like if I did not give if I didn't give my dad the opportunity, he'd be upset.
He's not gonna be
you know,
upset.
like my dad is known for like emceeing and like.
Listen, me and dad are gonna be both emotional. Yeah, like tissues everywhere, like somebody hold me.
God.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, that's how it happened for us. And as for standards, well, Wendy Williams, and I totally agree with her. By 6 months, if you guys are not official, then you have to talk about it. And when it's official, within, like, back in the days, like, you waited forever, or you got married the next day. I think it's like people got married quick, and then with time, people got engaged and waited for a while before they got married. And today, people get engaged today, they get married next year. I don't think that just because you get engaged today, you have to get married next year. I think you have to look at, you know, is that going to be the wedding of your dreams? Can you afford it for real?
That's what I'm saying.
But standards, like, I think within 6 months, like, by the 6 months mark, if it's not kind of official, then you need to maybe sit and talk about it. Sit and talk about it, because are you just with me just to have someone? Because I have aspirations, like, I have goals. Like, I'm not just dating just to date. Like, I'm dating with an end goal. Like, I want it to be something in the future. Some people are dating just to date, and that's okay. But I'm saying, if you're someone who wants that 6 months mark, you don't have a title, you need to sit with that person and talk about it.
I agree, but I want to touch upon you saying being engaged. You don't need to get married the next year, but man, you don't need to get married. You shouldn't be engaged and then be engaged for 5 years.
No. If you're engaged for 5 years, then you need to also sit with your partner and talk about it.
Oh my goodness.
Like, if I'm getting engaged today, if I have the money to get married next year, I'll do it.
100%.
But if I don't have the money, you know, by the second year, you'll get an invite with the save the date, you know. But as far as standards, I think that's pretty much it. And there's no way, like, of asking it. Like I said, like, my boyfriend did it differently, right? He waited. I wasn't thinking about it. It had been a while since I asked.
I already see him. I think we should do this.
What?
We should do this.
Yeah, that's basically how he said it, you know. Leaned on the chair at the table.
And like this?
Yeah.
I think we should do this.
Yeah,
So we should do it.
pretty much.
We should do this.
That's pretty much how he asked it.
But I think, honestly, you're going to get married soon.
Don't say his name.
No, absolutely not. Like, it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna have to push that date back, you know? I'm that type of guy. Like, if they tell me, yo, this guy's okay, sorry, boo. We gotta propose, we gotta postpone the wedding plans, you know what I mean? For weddings, actually, I think we should have a wedding topic next week.
Really?
Yes, I think we should have something about weddings next week.
Really?
And the topics could be anything from should we have catering, you know, how should you go about the foods, the different foods you order at your wedding. I think that's something we should even talk about.
Okay.
You know, as well as that next week is our 20th episode.
That's true.
So, like, we're gonna have like a party in here, like a little party, some. Our 20th episode. I can't believe it. We've been doing like 20 episodes, guys. 20 flipping episodes. Me and Cassie are still here. Shout out to our team, Chloe, Tonino, Sabrina. You know what I'm saying? We're still here. We're still going strong. Big shout out. And then now it's time for, I would say, our official. And like, this is episode 19. I promise y'all, like episode 30, 34, 100, when we're gonna say this, it's gonna have its own segment with like its own little theme music. It's gonna be Cassie one week, it's gonna be me one week. So, flop star
of the week. Who are you giving it to?
We did that so nice. We're synchronized teamwork.
Who are you giving it to?
Flop star of the week goes to Tyrese Gibson. You know, aka what's his name, Roman Pierce. AKA I flunked my cars in Dubai, and then after that I am crying on Instagram that I am broke. I am giving Tyrese flop star of the week not because of what he's going through, and I want to be very, very clear. He's going through some serious stuff. A lot of people are joking about it because he's losing his grip, and that's not what we're saying. I am giving him flop star of the week because at the end of the day, you're an adult, and you were flaunting your cars 4 or 5 weeks ago. Whatever you do, whatever you say, and it is shown to the public can be used against you. It's really what it is. Like, it's really what it is. It's not about, oh yeah, well, Reg, you're being cruel. It's not being cruel. It's just you were flying cars when you were disrespecting The Rock. Because, so, why does The Rock have to listen to you? They come to As The Rock a movie. I do understand that for you, it's more personal, it's some family issues, but there's no issues. They're still going to do a Fast and the Furious movie. You know what I mean? if you think you're the like top shot, you could have asked for a Roman Pierce movie. We could have asked for the Roman movie. They could have done a spin-off with that. The reason why they asked The Rock that is because The Rock is an actor that is able to generate money, generate people to go watch a movie. So you also have to understand from a point of view of a corporation and of a director. I do understand where you're coming from. Oh, Rock, how can you do that? But why would Rock say no? Rock has a family to feed. You don't know who's Rock paying. We don't even know who Rock's feeding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's number one. Number two is...
Real quick though, because my phone's about to die.
Okay. And then just to like go in about it, like to finish it is... Don't flaunt and then after that be crying saying, oh yeah, well I'm broke and I can't, you know, I can't provide to have my daughter. Well, I mean, show yourself as a man. You should have been doing all of that. Keep everything low key.
Yeah.
And the way you're going about it, my guy, made you flop star of the week.
Yeah, but good news for Tyrese though, his child abuse charges were dropped. So I mean, there might be some light at the end of the tunnel for him, but I do get where you're coming from with his actions on social media, the way he's acting, he's flip-flopping. You're kind of not looking that great right now. But anyway, so that was our episode 19, guys. We're gonna be back next Saturday with another episode 20. We're gonna make it a little special. Thank you for those of you who are watching. Thank you for Mario Mitz for coming down. Thank you for my dad for giving me this pathway in my life. You know, I'm in love with podcasts now. I'm in love with podcasting.
And look at her, like look how comfortable she is.
I know. And thank you, Reggie, for choosing me.
Always, man. Me and Cassie know each other since like 06.
You know.
Like 06, 04, like 04, 05, 06, something like that. And I look at it now. It's funny, yeah. I'm gonna tell you guys something crazy. In grade 6, we had something at Saint-Firmin where we would like, I think, our conservatoire where we would do different things like cooking, radio, and Monsieur Villeneuve, he was like, you never know, maybe this could be your future. And I look at it now, 2017. Right. Can't believe it.
Anyway, have a nice weekend, everyone.
Powers everywhere when I talk about it.
Bye.